If you get your video's intro wrong, every single piece of work that follows is completely wasted. You could have the most brilliant idea in the world, but if that first line doesn't land, no one will ever hear it.
And the numbers on this are just brutal. The data shows that a whopping 80% of your audience is gone, vanished, before you even get to your main point. So what's really going on here? Why is everyone bailing so fast?
You see, the stakes are insanely high. A weak opening doesn't just feel a little boring. It actively guarantees your entire message gets lost in the noise.
Now, a lot of people think the answer is more bells and whistles, right? Flashier editing, faster cuts. But here's the surprising truth. All the editing in the world can't fix a broken script. The problem isn't your camera, it's your first sentence.
But that's the good news, because that's exactly what we're going to fix today. By the end of this breakdown, you are going to have the exact step-by-step formula for an unbreakable hook, one that literally grabs your viewer and refuses to let go.
So how do we actually pull this off? Well, we're going to deconstruct the anatomy of a perfect hook by reverse engineering a viral script that does this flawlessly. Let's break it down.
The whole thing is built on 3 pillars. And listen, the order is absolutely non-negotiable. You start with the stake, you pivot with the twist, and you close it out with the promise. You nail this simple sequence in the first 15 seconds, and you've already won.
Okay, so first up is the stake. This part is crucial. You have to immediately tell the viewer what's on the line, what they are going to lose by clicking away. See, we're all psychologically wired to avoid loss way more than we see gain. This one little trick creates instant urgency. Now let's see how the source script pulls this off. The line is, "The playbook has just been leaked." Boom. Right away, this frames the information as something secret, something privileged. The viewer immediately feels like if they leave, they're losing access to an insider secret. It is a brilliant use of that fear of missing out. All right, next up is the twist. Right after you set the stakes, you hit them with a curveball, a surprising piece of info that totally contradicts what they think they know. This creates a psychological itch, a curiosity gap that they suddenly feel desperate to scratch.
And this is a perfect example. What's the popular belief? The market's crashing, sell everything. But then comes the twist. The insiders are doing the exact opposite. They're buying. This instantly plants that one critical question in the viewer's head. Wait, what did they know that I don't?
And finally, you seal the deal with the promise. You've made them feel urgent with the stake, you've made them curious with the twist. Now you have to tell them, straight up, what solution or incredible insight they're going to get if they just keep watching.
This promise is just crystal clear. The value proposition is understanding why this one asset is predicted to outperform everything else. The solution is getting the inside track. Now the viewer has a very, very compelling reason to stick around for the whole thing.
So you've landed the hook, great, but you can't let that momentum die. The next step is to build irresistible urgency, and this playbook shows us that the most powerful way to do that is with cold, hard, undeniable data.
So notice how the script doesn't just use some vague idea. No, it anchors the entire narrative to one jaw-dropping number, $1.7 quadrillion. I mean, a number that big is just impossible to ignore. It screams, pay attention, this is huge.
But let's be real, a number that big can feel kind of abstract, you know? So what does the script do? It immediately makes it tangible. It breaks it down into these specific asset classes. All of a sudden, that $1.7 quadrillion opportunity feels real, and it shows you exactly where the money is. But here's the key. Data alone isn't enough. You have to wrap that data in a powerful story. And the oldest, most effective story in the book is us versus them. The script creates this clear divide between the panicked retail investors and the calculated insiders who are, and I'm quoting here, buying your cheap assets. Oof. That comparison creates a powerful fear of being on the wrong side of this thing. Okay, you've hooked them, you've built the urgency with a killer narrative. The final piece of this puzzle is turning all that attention into actual action. This is where you deploy an aggressive call to action and turn a passive viewer into a committed subscriber. A winning call to action isn't just one sentence. It's a rapid-fire sequence of commands. You have to be direct. Ask for the like. Ask for the subscribe. You have to create urgency for why they need to hit that notification bell. You create exclusivity with a private community like Telegram. And most importantly, you hook them for the next video with a cliffhanger. So, we've just deconstructed the entire formula, from hook to close. The whole point of this wasn't just to show you how it's done, it was to hand you the keys so you can go and do it yourself. And here it is, the whole thing on one slide, your complete 4-step playbook. 1. Nail the three-part hook: stake, twist, promise. 2. Build massive urgency with big, tangible data points. 3. Weave that powerful us versus them story all the way through. And 4. Execute that aggressive, multi-part call to action.
Look, that's the big takeaway here. Creating content that people can't stop watching isn't magic. It's a formula. The insiders have been using this playbook for years to control the narrative. Now you have it too.
So the only real question left is, what are you going to do with it? What's the important message you're going to use this formula for? What story are you going to tell first?
And hey, before you go, if this playbook was valuable to you, do me a huge favor and just smash that like button for the algorithm. Make sure you are subscribed to Crypto Global News, and you absolutely must hit the bell icon because this kind of information is useless if you get it late. And for all our US viewers who want the uncensored insights first, join my private Telegram. Use the QR code on your screen or find the link in the description.
And don't go anywhere. Coming up next, we are breaking down the one single metric that predicts the next bull run. You can watch that breakdown right now. Just click the card right up here on the screen. Seriously, don't miss it. Go click it.
Stay ahead in the crypto market. Subscribe now for the latest global news and updates.